How's it going, y'all? Back here with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. Let's just talk about it. I know it's been a while. You guys say, wow, he was here for the little prediction video he made for the season. Now he's back again, but it took him a little while. It's been about how many, what we on, the third preseason game? I still haven't made one video. Let's get down to it now. This is the game that matters the most. This is the preseason game that matters the most, the third one. Let's get right to it. Hold on. Now, the defense. Okay, I'll try recapping the first two. It don't really matter. The week one preseason game, I thought Sudfeld started out really shaky. He looked a little, off it, nervous, whatever. And then once he knocked the rust off, the kid played great. And it's funny because I always saw it in him. Even when, if you remember, when Foles was playing, Wentz just got hurt. I remember Sudfeld played that last game of the season, week 17, and everyone was calling for Sudfeld for the playoffs. I didn't call for it, but I said if needed be, if something happens, put him in, whatever. But I will say this. He did look good in that first preseason game. He was shaking in the beginning. Then he looked like a freaking monster. You already know the deal. After that, week two, Nick Foles, and I'm trying to defend, over there. Signed by, on the wall, signed by Nick Foles jersey. Already know I rep the guy. I give him props for everything he's done for us. He won us a Super Bowl, the thing we waited the longest for. I think we still could have done it with wins, but that just here or there, don't matter. I ain't trying to cherry pick. The guy did it. The guy came in, did his thing, did this. He was Superman for the day. He was the Rocky, real life Rocky right there. Underdog story, etc., etc. But I will say this: he looked terrible in that second preseason game, and then he got hurt, so they took him out. Before he got hurt, though, he was looking shaky. Now tonight comes around. I'm like, okay, maybe just knock the rust off, whatever, this and that. Let's see what happens. Well, tonight comes around. Okay. I can't fully blame Nick Foles because the offensive line was terrible. Okay. Now, I think Kelsey did play a little bit, but he didn't play the game. Either did Peters, either did Alshon Jeffrey, either did Nelson Aguilar. Yeah, we get it. So there's a bunch of randoms out there. Corey Clement didn't play, either Jay Ajayi. It was Wendell Smallwood. We get it. But Nick Foles did not look good once again. And I'm going, damn. Now he had a nice play, which got called back because it was a safety. I was looking at my phone like this, and I look up and I'm like, oh, he got sacked. And then I hear the announcer go, oh, whatever. I look up, oh, damn, that's a good play right there. I started clapping. Then it got reversed to a safety. He's looking shaky now, okay? Now, he's not going to play this next game coming up. We know that. He probably still is a little hurt from the whatever injury he obtained or whatever on the week 2 preseason game against the Patriots. But it's only preseason, so I'm trying to relax. I'm also thinking there's not all of our starters out there. You do have Zach Ertz out there. He did play really well. There was, I think, a pass or two that he threw his way that was too high. Ertz still caught it, but didn't get the first down on, 4th and 5, something like that. I'm just a little, shaky now. You know what I'm saying? Going into week 1. Because, now, don't run, the offensive line's going to be better. Big V is terrible. He played, last year he played one hell of a game in the playoffs, including once he took over Peters. And I was like, wow, we got a replacement. I thought we really did. He really played that good. Now it's like he's just not good. I don't know what happened to the guy, what's going on, but he's getting killed left and right. Okay, Foles, not looking good either. The 2 picks, the second pick, I don't know what he was looking at. He rolled out, and I guess he saw Zach right there, Zach Ertz. But the linebacker was literally standing right there, like literally sitting there, just waiting for him to throw that football. Picked him off. The other one, he stood down the receiver, stared down the receiver, Mike Wallace, and he got picked off on that other one. Like I told everyone before, Nick Foles won us the Super Bowl. Yes, he did win us the Super Bowl. I give him all the props in the world. I'll never forget the guy. Okay, he did win us the bowl. Okay, but listen, this is what Nick Foles is, and this is not me trying to hate on him. but his whole career is how it's been. When he's off, he is off. I mean, when he is bad, he is bad, 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 bad. I mean, you can't find maybe a worse quarterback. But when he's on, like when he's on, like when he's in the mode, he's in the zone, click, 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 click. He's one of the best quarterbacks you can find. Literally, he might be one of the best. He might be I wouldn't say the best quarterback in the league because Brady's consistent every week, so is Rodgers. But he's up there, and he is one of the best damn quarterbacks you can find when he's hot. That's what you saw in the playoffs because you saw in there he was shaky early on, and then the playoffs it clicked. The Falcons game he played terrible. The Vikings game it clicked, and I was like, wow, that was a flash in the pan. Let's see if he does in the Super Bowl. And he does in the Super Bowl, and he outperforms his other performance I thought couldn't be outperformed in the Super Bowl. So I'm not hating the guy, but this is what he is, and I've been saying this for years. This is why, in the first place, he got traded for Sam Bradford, and all this stuff happened. Whatever. He's inconsistent, and that's not me hating on him. That's just being completely honest. He's inconsistent. Okay, he has games where he's bad, and then he's bad for like a whole stretch, like 5 games straight. Then he has one good game, and he's good for freaking 10 games straight. Okay, that's just how he is. It's how he's been his whole career. That's why he can be a starter somewhere, but not consistently. He's not somebody who's consistent. Don't get me wrong. Every quarterback in the league has a bad game. But when you have a bad one, another bad one, it's like, but I'm not too worried about it, okay? He's not going to prove himself next week because he's not going to play in next week's game. We're still going to wonder who's going to play week 1. Is it Wentz or Foles? I think it's going to be Foles. And if he plays the way he did play tonight and the night before, we're going to be in big trouble against Atlanta Falcons. But our defense has been phenomenal. I will say that. Defense has played really well. They did play bad against the Patriots and whatever, but they did play really good tonight. And I know everyone's going to say, well, it's the Browns. Of course they play good. No, but the Browns really have some nice pieces over there. So don't underestimate that team. I know they went 0-16 last year, but don't underestimate them. Overall recap so far of these preseason games. Of course, Nate Sudfeld's locked to make the team. Mike Wallace has not made an impact yet that I've wanted to see. And he's definitely making the teams. We need that, second, third receiver, whatever. So he's definitely making the team. I think Shelton Gibson should make the team or make the active roster at least. He's shown some signs when the deep balls or tonight when he caught a couple balls. Dallas Goedert, dude, I'm telling you right now, this kid, I told you when he drafted him, I liked him. He's a stud. He's going to be phenomenal. But that's so far as my recap. And I'm not worried about week 1 because it's not here yet. But when it comes around and we see who's starting at quarterback and see what's going on, it's going to worry me anyway because Foles he's been looking shaky. Okay? And then you got Wentz on top of that, which you don't really want to rush him out there and break his ACL again. Tear his ACL. So you're in a rock and a hard place. So anyway, you're going to be shaky as an Eagles fan if you think from a logical standpoint. But other than that, though, let's go Birds. Fly, go fly. Let me know how you guys feel so far about whether it be Foles, the offensive line, the whatever. I'm not going overboard. I'm not bashing anybody, no players. I'm just saying this is what I think so far from the outlook, from this, looking in. Let me know how you feel. Let's go Birds. Peace.